Have you been struggling with how to answer what are your salary expectations question in an interview room? Join me in this discussion as we unpack some of the best ways to take care of this question when you are having this conversation with your potential employer or even with an interviewer. My name is Mary Amondo, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And as usual, I am joined by one of our interview coaches, Godfrey, who will be joining me in this discussion. Thank you so much, Godfrey, for creating time.
My pleasure.
Great. Whenever money is mentioned, especially when it comes to now negotiations, everyone gets into panic mode. And so today we are looking at the salary expectation question. And I'm just wondering, is there a way into which candidates can be able to discuss this subject in a more professional manner during an interview and confidently without panicking?
Very interesting question, Mary. We've been socialized not to ask, but to wait to be given. However, in an interview discussion, this is part of the process. Agreeing on how much you're willing to exchange your expertise, your work, your labor, in terms of compensation. So candidates should be ready for this question. Things I can mention is, number one, prepare and also know your worth, know your value. As you head into that interview, because this is a question that will obviously come up. So do you know your worth? Do you know this position's budget? Do you have an idea? And thank God today we have a lot of information on the internet, including Corporate Staffing. For the last 14 years, we've handled almost every role that is out there. So if you check, most of our roles will have a salary range or a salary given for that kind of position with that number of years of experience. And that gives you a guide in terms of what is the budget for this kind of a position. Also, when you enter into such a discussion, it's also a demonstration of what are you offering. Because if you're giving us value and you ask value back in return, it's a win-win situation. So most of the times candidates feel like maybe I'm asking too much, or to the extent that someone was making a joke about it and they were like, salary is not very important. It is very important.
It is very important.
Very important. Yes, so Mary, I would still stick with the preparation and research to know these positions pay and also your own value in terms of how much am I willing to exchange my skills, my competence, my labor in return. Yes.
In fact, I normally say if there is a moment that a candidate is required to be more confident than ever in an interview setup is when having this kind of discussion.
Exactly.
And an example, perhaps, assuming you're in the interview room and this question comes up, what are your salary expectations? How best would you address it?
Great. I wish this was real. All right. So when you're asked, what is your salary expectation? I see sometimes people begin with, what is your budget? A quick defense mechanism. And that question doesn't sit well with most interviewers. Because there's a reason why they asked you, why are you answering a question with another question? And they always have this answer ready. We don't have a budget, so what is your expectation? So if you found yourself in that situation, so for example, I would say, I'm currently getting a 60,000 gross pay. So should I be successful in this interview, I would be expecting anything between 80 and 100,000. Yes.
Great. So meaning it's important to give a range of what you are expecting.
Yes.
The range gives the interviewer an opportunity now for room for negotiation in case they are considering to offer you the role.
Exactly. And if you are perhaps this kind of a candidate, where you're coming from, you have benefits, You can also ask, are there any other benefits? Maybe perhaps before I share what my expectation would be, so that they can tell you whether they have any other benefits, allowances. So now, in terms of you making your proposition, is informed and has taken care of all these other benefits that are coming with this position. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I know we'll be discussing more on this area in our upcoming videos.
Thank you.
Indeed, this is one of the questions in an interview room that throws candidates off balance, but the truth is this is a conversation that indeed you must have with your potential employer in case they are willing to bring you on board. So this video gives you insights on how best to handle the question, and we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you are able to get more insights with regards to how to handle commonly asked interview questions. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.